My wife says it's my fault that I caught her, so I ruined her Reddit cheating stories. The moment she opened her mouth and said those words, I swear my heart nearly stopped. It's your fault that I got caught. She looked at me like I was the villain, like somehow, her betrayal was on me. And in that instant, something inside me snapped. I never thought I'd be the guy telling a story like this. I always believed in love, loyalty, and commitment. My wife, Emily, and I had been together for 9 years, married for 6. We had built what I thought was a solid life, shared dreams, a cozy little home, plans for kids someday. I was proud of the sacrifices I made for us, the long hours at work, the late nights studying when I went back for my MBA, the weekends fixing up the house. I thought she appreciated it. I thought we were a team. But betrayal doesn't knock. It kicks the door down. Dash dash dash. It all started with little things, things that at first I brushed off. Emily grew distant. She spent more time on her phone, texting with the screen tilted away. Nights that used to be filled with laughter or TV shows together were replaced with her vague, work events, or sudden, girls' nights. I wanted to trust her. I told myself I was paranoid. Until one night, I came home early. I walked through the door, groceries in hand, expecting to surprise her with dinner. Instead, I heard a sound upstairs, a muffled laugh. A man's laugh. My stomach dropped. I crept up the stairs, heart pounding so hard I thought it would give me away. When I opened our bedroom door, there they were. My wife. In our bed. With another man. The look on her face when she saw me, it wasn't guilt. It wasn't shame. It was anger. Like I had just done something wrong by catching her. The guy scrambled out like a coward, pulling his shirt over his head, but Emily stayed there, glaring at me. And that's when she said it. This is your fault. If you'd paid more attention, if you weren't so busy with work, I wouldn't have needed this. You set me up to fail, and now you caught me. Congratulations. I stood there in shock. My whole world crashed in that moment. I realized not only was she cheating, but she was blaming me for it. That cut deeper than anything else. Dash dash dash. The following days were hell. She acted like she was the victim, telling friends I was controlling, that I didn't understand her needs. She even tried to guilt trip me into forgiving her, saying, don't throw away 9 years over one mistake. But it wasn't one mistake. It was a pattern. When I started digging, I discovered she'd been seeing him for months. Hotel receipts, hidden messages, a second phone tucked in her purse. She wasn't sorry, she was sorry she got caught. That's when I decided if she wanted to blame me for catching her, fine. I'd show her just how much damage I could do when I stopped protecting her. Dash dash dash. First, I spoke with a lawyer. Thankfully, I had been smart enough to keep our finances somewhat separate, and I had documented proof of her affair. In my state, adultery has consequences in divorce proceedings. While she tried to paint me as neglectful, the evidence spoke louder than her lies. Then, I started peeling away the mask she wore with her friends and family. She had been telling people I was the problem. So, I showed them the truth, screenshots, messages, even photos. One by one, her support system crumbled. Friends she thought would defend her turned away, disgusted by her actions. Her parents, who always saw me as the hardworking son-in-law, sided with me. But the final blow. That came from her job. See, the man she cheated with wasn't some random guy, it was her coworker. And their company had a strict policy about workplace relationships, especially between supervisors and employees. I didn't even have to embellish. I simply sent out the evidence. Within weeks, he was fired for misconduct, and she was let go soon after for breaching company trust. She went from blaming me for her mistakes to losing almost everything because of them. Dash dash dash. The divorce went through swiftly. I kept the house. I kept the car. And I walked away with my dignity intact while she was left picking up the pieces of her mess. She tried one last time to spin it, saying, you ruined me. But I looked her dead in the eye and said, no, Emily. You ruined yourself. I just stopped protecting you from the truth. Dash dash dash. It's been over a year since then. At first, I was angry, bitter, and broken. But slowly, I rebuilt myself. I started focusing on me, my career, my health, my happiness. I traveled. I reconnected with friends I had lost touch with. And I learned the most important lesson of all. Someone else's betrayal is not your fault. You can give your best, your time, your love, but if someone chooses to throw it away, that's on them. So, if you've ever been blamed for someone else's mistakes, remember this: sometimes, the best revenge isn't anger. It's showing them that you can rise from the ashes stronger, wiser, and freer than ever before. Because in the end, I didn't just ruin her. I saved myself.